Here we go. Tech tips, and technology, of course, is a wonderful thing usually that continues to evolve. But with that evolution of technology comes new ways that it can be manipulated. And today we're talking about one of those ways, malware, or rather ransomware. Joining us is our good friend Stan Prager from GoGeeks to tell us more about it. And that's why you're doing the segment, Stan, because you can keep me straight. So tell me, what's this new technique that the scammers have?
So we've talked about ransomware before.
We have.
For those folks out there who aren't aware of what that is, it's a method of malware that locks your computer or locks your files. And the initial type of ransomware is actually relatively old, which would just lock your computer up. You'd get a screen saying, unless you pay $300, you can't use your computer.
Warning.
Exactly. So then the next phase of it, the next phase of that evolution was file encryption, which we've talked about, which is far worse. It will encrypt your files so that you can't access those files unless you pay them. All right?
And even if you do pay them, we should say, that doesn't always mean they're going to unlock your file.
That's
You're
correct.
dealing with criminals to begin with.
Exactly. And there's not a whole lot of honor there. Although in general, they do release the files because they want the
scam to work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but now the next phase, which I think is more frightening, is they're moving to other platforms and they're moving to other devices. So at one time, the Windows-based computer systems were the most at risk, but now they're going after Mac-based systems as well as
scary.
Linux, as anything. So it's not just a platform issue. But what's really important today, which is kind of blowing people away, is they're moving to other devices. So there's a new type of ransomware that will lock an Android phone.
Your phone now?
Your phone, completely locked.
Same way, though? You're on the web, and if you click on the wrong site.
Yeah, or an email. Same way it would get into your computer. It's going to come in through there. So either through the web or through an attachment to an email. Jeez. And the attachment to email is the most common form. Initially, it just locked the home screen, but now the new version of it, it just blocks anything that you try to do. And so it basically puts your phone completely out of business.
Well, then how do you call them? to pay the ransom if they locked your phone?
You have to click on, there's a link that you click on.
Oh, there is?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's, and we haven't seen a lot of these, so I can't give you a lot of details on it. I'm not even sure how to fix that, but that's a real problem. So, and if that isn't scary enough, they're now moving towards other smart devices. So the latest that I just heard very recently is they're going after smart TVs. Yeah. So could you imagine your $1,500?
Yeah, they better not touch my TV.
I know.
That's where I draw the line.
It's all over, right? I mean, imagine the horror. You're watching your beautiful Samsung TV.
Yeah, like a football season.
Right.
Exactly. I want to watch the big game on Sunday, and then my TV's locked. That
exactly. Or we're watching Western Mass News. This
even better.
Going on right now. We're doing.
Well, we're inviting you back next week just because you said that.
Yeah, there you go.
So what do we do? Is it so new? If your TV's locked, there's really nothing you can do about it?
Well, that's a very good question. I don't know if it can be fixed. I mean, those are the kind of devices, like with a computer, if you don't care about your files, you can get it into GoGeeks. We can just simply do a system restore on it, a reload completely, put a brand new version of Windows on there. If you have your files backed up, we can restore your files. It's fine. Sure. I don't know what happens with some of these other devices. I'm not really sure. I mean, there's with a TV, it's what they call firmware.
Yeah.
So there isn't really something you can pull out and fix and put back, right?
So I guess prevention then is the key, the best course of action.
Exactly, and I'm not sure how it's getting into TV, but I imagine it's getting in the same way, through a website or what have you. I don't think many people
surf online on
of course.
TVs,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
and by me saying that, you understand. I have no way to know how to do it, but people can if you're savvy.
You can do it with any TV.
Netflix, right? You have to be connected.
We don't do it as frequently with a smart TV unless you use a keyboard. See, I have a wireless keyboard hooked up to my TV, so I can actually use it just like a computer.
Ah, okay.
But if you don't, trying to surf using your remote is very, very complex. I mean, you can do it, but you're hitting A, B, B.
It's like the old flip phones when you wanted to text.
Exactly. So can I scare you with one more thing?
Quickly, yes.
Yes. Criminals are selling software to create ransomware so that other criminals can more easily create these devices.
Oh, good.
So
you always set our minds at ease.
So do you feel better now, Chris?
I feel better that I know you, because you know how to usually fix it.